and today we're going to take a look at one of my favorite plugins of all time, Pro-R. Pro-R is a reverb plugin from FabFilter, and it looks like this. It's got a parametric EQ on it, so we can shape the reverb exactly how we want it. And it's got a couple of different controls up here. Right here we have our dry wet knob, or our mix knob. This will determine how much of the reverb signal we're getting. This is our stereo width knob, and we're going to go through these and see how they work in a second, but I just want to quickly cover these. Up here we have our decay rate. This will determine the amount of time the reverb lasts, and this is the space knob. So it's the space knob. Here, let me turn off these guys. The space knob is a little bit different than the decay rate because it makes the reverb bigger rather than lasting longer. So let's we can turn this down and show how that works. So we'll turn it all, start from here. We could bring that up. So think of this as just the kind of this is more of it either extends or shortens the time, and this determines the size of the room. That's why we call it size or space. Right here is the distance, so this will be the kind of the amount of space in between the original source sound and the reverb signal. You can kind of hear it. Kind of sounds like it's in the back part of the room if you're wearing headphones. Right here is the clean and chorus. This one's a little bit harder to hear. You can kind of hear how that sounds. And then right here is easy, dark, bright. So let's get into some of the cool things about Pro-R. Pro-R allows you to A/B two different reverbs, so we can change the settings. And let's see, we can try this. Maybe turn this one into a shelf, bump that up. And here we can make this one a little bit more dull. Maybe a little more mono too. So I told you we'd come back to this right here. You can hear how the reverb's all mono. Now it's all stereo, which is typically what we want. If we have something that has reverb on it, we want it to be stereo usually. But sometimes for shaping purposes, you can switch it to mono. So that's our A/B right there. Some undo functions up here. Right here we have presets, so we can go through and look at different presets. And it's cool. We can have this lock button will lock our mix knob, so it won't go to up to 100% or shift around while we're flipping through presets. We can lock it, or we can keep it unlocked, so it'll shift. I like having it locked because I like determining exactly where that knob stays. I wish we could lock the rest of the knobs, but you can only have so much. So down here we have our pre-delay. Usually when you're working in, you have natural reverb. There's depending on how close you are to the source sound, there will be sort of a delay of how long it takes for the sound to get to the wall and reverberate back to you. So this controls that right here. And we have our analyzer right here. So this really beautiful analyzer. This thing's so awesome to look at. You can adjust it, you can turn it off, but who would want it to turn off? It's awesome. So the orange is the reverb signal. And right here we have our input and output gains. So and here, this blue line right here is our decay rate. So we can have our decay rate of our reverb at different times. It will adjust it at different timings based on where the based on what frequency we're affecting, which gives you a lot more control. I mean, this thing is top of the line reverb, but the best part of this whole thing right here is the full screen. Awesome, right? Like it. I love working in full screen. So that's Pro-R. I mean, there's so much you could do with this. You could shape sounds and run the reverb like as a more of a processing signal processing device, where you just jack the dry wet all the way up and the space all the way down. Turn it into some strings. Super cool. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you have Pro-R, because I definitely recommend it to everybody. So thanks for watching, guys.